Hey guys, how you doing? This is Paul, and the Blue Yeti and the Zoom H1 are nearly the exact same price on Amazon at the time of this recording. The Zoom is $100 and the Yeti is $110, and they're both considered some of the best microphones around this price point, so I can see how these two mics could be confusing for someone who's looking for their first microphone purchase. These microphones are both great options, but each one might be better in certain categories, so I wanted to help show you guys how and when to use each microphone in different situations, so you can get the best sound for whatever you're working on. So I'd say the overall biggest difference between these two microphones clearly comes down to their design and overall form factor. The Yeti stands about a foot tall, and it comes with a strong, sturdy base that allows it to stand upright on flat surfaces. It's a USB microphone, so it will have to be plugged into a computer or laptop to be able to record. The Zoom H1, however, is lightweight, plastic, and small enough to fit into your pocket, and it records all of its audio internally into a micro SD card. The Zoom H1 can easily be thrown in a bag and used in outdoor shoots, while the Yeti is really constricted to a desk for most of its use. You could potentially try to use the Yeti as a boom mic, but it's really top heavy and you'll need a really strong mic stand and probably some sandbags to keep it from tipping over. And on top of that, it's always going to have to be bound to a USB cable and a computer or laptop, which really limits the portability of the mic. On the other hand, the Zoom H1 can be used in a huge variety of different ways since it records its own audio internally. You can put it on the end of a monopod because it has a 1/4-inch tripod threading in the back and have yourself a budget boom microphone. It's also light enough to put on a microphone stand with a boom arm and use it as a cheap shotgun microphone. Or you can even put it on a mini tripod and keep it on your desk, but it won't look nearly as clean or as professional as the Yeti if you're concerned about that. Of course, as a trade-off for this portability, it does require one AA battery, but it really lasts several hours, so it's not something that I have to worry about. Another fantastic feature about the Zoom H1 is the audio input jack. This jack will allow you to record with lavalier microphones or any other 3.5mm microphones, and you'll still be able to adjust input levels and listen with your headphones. This is a huge feature and really expands your options as far as what you can record with this mic. As far as controls go, both microphones really have you covered and have plenty of controls to mess with. I would say the Yeti's controls are easier to use, but the Zoom has a few more settings to tweak, and it's a nice advantage to be able to see all of your settings on the screen right in front of you on the Zoom. So the Zoom has all of its buttons and settings on the sides and the back of the device, with one big main record button on the front. You can adjust the input level with the buttons on the side, and you have your switches for low cut, auto levels, and recording format on the back. There's also a small and tinny speaker on the bottom that's just loud enough to hear your audio, but ideally you should use the 3.5mm line out on the left side for audio monitoring. The Blue Yeti has a gain dial on the back and a headphone input on the bottom for live audio monitoring. Now, where the Blue Yeti has a big advantage over the Zoom H1 is with its recording patterns. So the mic has 4 patterns to choose from, and those are cardioid, bidirectional, omnidirectional, and stereo. And all of these adjust the directions the microphone will record audio from to enable you to have more precise audio. Now, as far as actual sound quality goes, it's nearly a tie. To me, the Yeti sounds a little bit better and it has a slightly fuller sound, but it's such a small difference that it might not even matter to those listening. Hey guys, how you doing? This is Paul, and this is an audio test of both the Blue Yeti and the Zoom H1, and I'm about a foot away from the microphones right now. Hey guys, how you doing? This is Paul, and this is an audio test of both the Blue Yeti and the Zoom H1, and I'm about a foot away from the microphones right now. So your decision between these two microphones should really come down to where and why you'd be using the mic. If you plan on the mic sticking to your desk, maybe you have a podcast that you run, or you're just looking for a great microphone for voiceovers, then the Yeti would be a very solid option, and those extra recording patterns should really come in handy. But if you think you'd be recording on the go more often, then maybe you'd benefit from the portability of the Zoom H1. They may look very different and be better in different areas, but at the end of the day, they're both great starter microphones. So I hope this video really helped you guys figure out which one of these microphones would be best for you. Both of their links are going to be in the description down below if you want to check those out, and those are actually affiliate links, so I get a small percentage back from each one of your purchases, and it doesn't cost you guys anything more, but it really helps the channel out. Anyways, if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for some more content coming soon. Thanks.